Prince Harry and Meghan accused of publicity stunt as pair prove they can't be trusted. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been accused of staging a publicity stunt by attending the premiere of Bob Marley, One Love in Jamaica, amid a difficult week for the royal family. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex posed for pictures with Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who has expressed his intention to make Jamaica a republic and cut ties with the British monarchy. Some royal experts have criticized the couple for their timing and their apparent disregard for King Charles, who is due to undergo a prostate operation, and Kate, the Princess of Wales, who is recovering from abdominal surgery. According to Richard Fitzwilliams, a royal commentator, Harry and Meghan knew their appearance would get a huge amount of publicity, and it was a deliberate ploy to remind the world of their brand and influence in the Commonwealth. He told Express.co.uk, this appearance by the Sussexes was no accident. It will reinforce the royal family's views that they are not to be trusted, and it seems a deliberate ploy by the couple to remind the wider world of the pull their brand could have had in the Commonwealth. However, some fans of the Sussexes have defended their visit to Jamaica, saying that they were invited by the filmmakers and that they have a personal connection to Bob Marley's music. They also pointed out that Harry and Meghan have been supportive of King Charles and Kate, sending them well wishes and flowers. Denise Welch, a TV presenter and friend of the couple, said on Loose Women, "They are not responsible for what Andrew Holness says or does. They are there to support a film that they believe in, and they have every right to do that." The premiere of Bob Marley, One Love, was held at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica on January 23, 2024. The film is a documentary that celebrates the life and legacy of the legendary reggae singer, who died in 1981. Harry and Meghan were seen dancing and singing along to some of Marley's songs, such as Three Little Birds and One Love. They also met with some of Marley's family members, including his widow Rita and his son Ziggy, a major setback for the Sussexes' media ambitions as their TV executive departs from their production company. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have faced a new challenge in their quest to establish themselves as media moguls, as the head of their TV division has left their production company, Archeo Productions. Ben Browning, who joined the Sussexes team in March 2021, has announced his departure after less than a year in the role. Browning was responsible for overseeing the development and production of the couple's TV projects, including their multi-year deal with Netflix and their partnership with Spotify. Browning's exit comes as a surprise, as he was widely regarded as a key figure in the Sussexes' media strategy. He had previously worked as a producer on critically acclaimed films such as Promising Young Woman, The Big Sick and Arrival. He was also nominated for an Oscar for his work on Promising Young Woman, which starred Carey Mulligan and was written and directed by Emerald Fennell. Browning has not revealed the reason for his departure, but sources close to him have suggested that he wanted to pursue other opportunities in the film industry. He has reportedly signed a first-look deal with Film Nation Entertainment, a leading independent film studio. Browning will remain as an advisor to Archeo Productions, but his day-to-day involvement will be significantly reduced. The Sussexes have thanked Browning for his contributions and wished him well in his future endeavors. They have also announced that they have hired Nishika Kumble as their new head of scripted TV. Kumble is a former executive at the BC Studios, where she worked on shows such as Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder. She will report to Rebecca Sanins, who joined Archeo Productions as head of audio in October 2021. The Sussexes have faced several hurdles in their attempt to carve out a niche in the media landscape since they stepped back from their royal duties in January 2020. They have been criticized for signing lucrative deals with Netflix and Spotify, while also complaining about the intrusion of the press and the lack of privacy. They have also been accused of hypocrisy for preaching about environmental issues, while flying on private jets and living in a lavish mansion in California. The couple have yet to release any original content under their Archeo Productions banner, although they have announced several projects in the pipeline. These include Heart of Invictus, a documentary series about the Invictus Games, which Harry founded for wounded veterans, Pearl, an animated series about a young girl inspired by influential women from history, and The Me You Can't See, a mental health series co-produced with Oprah Winfrey. The Sussexes have also launched Archeo Audio, a podcast arm that aims to produce uplifting and inspiring stories. Prince Harry has no power. It is Meghan who takes the call. Many people have been wondering about the relationship dynamics between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Some have speculated that Prince Harry has no power in the marriage, and that it is Meghan who takes the call on every decision. But is this really true? And if so, what does it mean for the royal family and their future? Let us explore some of the evidence that supports or challenges this claim, and try to understand the motivations and consequences of their choices. We will also look at how the media and the public have reacted to their controversial moves, such as stepping back from royal duties, moving to the US, and speaking out against the monarchy. First of all, let's examine the sources of this claim. Some of them are former friends or staff members of the couple who have shared their insights or grievances with the press. For example, Tom Bradby, a journalist and friend of Prince Harry, said in an interview that Harry is heartbroken by the situation with his family, and that the situation is very difficult for them all. He also suggested that Meghan was more in control of their actions than Harry, saying that "I think she is a very smart person. She was a good actress, but she was also good at networking." Another source is Lady Colin Campbell, a royal biographer and critic of Meghan, who wrote a book called Meghan and Harry, The Real Story. In it, she claimed that Meghan had hustled Harry into marrying her, and that she had a master plan to become a global star. She also said that Harry was pathetic and henpecked by Meghan, and that he had lost his identity and his friends because of her. These sources may have some personal or professional biases that affect their views on the couple. They may also have incomplete or inaccurate information about their private lives. Therefore, we should not take their words as facts, but rather as opinions or perspectives. On the other hand, there are also some sources that support a more balanced view of the relationship. Some of them are close relatives or allies of the couple who have defended them from the criticism or attacks they have faced. For example, Prince Charles, Harry's father, said in a statement that he was proud of his son and daughter-in-law for their work on various causes, such as mental health, environmentalism, and social justice. He also said that he was delighted to welcome their son Archie into the family. Another source is Oprah Winfrey, a media mogul and friend of Meghan, who interviewed them for a special broadcast in March 2021. In it, she asked them about their reasons for leaving the royal life, their struggles with racism and mental health issues, and their hopes for the future. She also praised them for their courage and honesty in sharing their story with the world. These sources may have some personal or professional ties that affect their views on the couple. They may also have access to more intimate or accurate information about their private lives. Therefore, we should not dismiss their words as lies, but rather as facts or experiences. So, what can we conclude from these different sources? It seems that there is no clear answer to whether Prince Harry has no power in his relationship with Meghan Markle. It may depend on how we define power and how we measure it in different aspects of their lives. For example, in terms of finances, they may have more power than before as they have secured lucrative deals with Netflix, Spotify, and other platforms to produce content that reflects their values and interests. They also have more freedom to spend their money as they wish, without being bound by royal protocols or expectations. In terms of social status, they may have less power than before, as they have lost some of their privileges and titles as members of the royal family. They also have less influence over public opinion or policy making in the UK or other Commonwealth countries. In terms of personal happiness, they may have more power than before, as they have chosen to live according to their own vision and purpose. They also have more support from each other and from their friends and partners around the world. Ultimately, power is not a fixed or objective thing. It is a subjective and dynamic thing that depends on context and perspective. Therefore, we should not judge or compare Prince Harry and Meghan Markle based on who has more or less power in their relationship. We should respect them as individuals who have made difficult decisions for themselves and their family. We should also appreciate them as a couple who have shown love and loyalty to each other despite the challenges they have faced. The truth behind the royal rift: how Meghan Markle controls Prince Harry. Ever since Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced their decision to step back from their royal duties and move to the US, there has been a lot of speculation about the reasons behind their unprecedented move. Some have blamed the British media for their harsh and racist treatment of Meghan, while others have accused the couple of being selfish and disrespectful to the Queen and the monarchy. But what if there is another factor that has been overlooked by most observers? What if the real reason for the royal rift is not Harry's desire to protect his wife and son from the scrutiny, and pressure of royal life, but rather Meghan's influence and manipulation of Harry's decisions and actions. Let's examine some of the evidence that suggests that Prince Harry has no power in his relationship with Meghan Markle, and that it is she who takes the call on everything from their media deals to their charitable endeavors. We will also explore how this dynamic has affected Harry's relationship with his family, his friends, and his identity as a royal. Meghan Markle, the mastermind behind the Megxit. One of the most shocking revelations that came out of the explosive interview that Harry and Meghan gave to Oprah Winfrey in March 2021 was that they had not consulted with the Queen or any other senior royals before announcing their plans to quit as working members of the royal family. Instead, they had informed them via email after releasing a statement on their website. This was seen by many as a sign of disrespect and betrayal, especially since the Queen had reportedly been supportive of Harry and Meghan's wish to carve out a more independent role within the royal family. However, according to some insiders, this was not Harry's idea, but Meghan's. The source told The Sun that Harry had been strong-armed by Meghan into making the announcement without consulting his grandmother. Harry was under intense pressure to choose. It was very difficult for him. It was a huge decision, the source said. Another source told the Daily Mail that Meghan had been the driving force behind the Megxit and that she had planned it for a long time. The source claimed that Meghan had always wanted to leave the UK and return to Hollywood, where she could pursue her ambitions as an actress and a producer. She wants to be on the world stage, not just in Britain, the source said. Meghan Markle, the boss of their business ventures. After leaving the UK, Harry and Meghan settled in California, where they quickly signed lucrative deals with Netflix and Spotify, reportedly worth over $100 million. They also launched their own foundation, Aficionados, which aims to promote causes such as racial justice, mental health, and environmental sustainability. However, according to some reports, it is not Harry and Meghan who are equal partners in these ventures, but rather Meghan who calls the shots. The source told The Sun that Meghan is the boss of their business empire, and that she has a very clear vision of what she wants. The source said that Meghan is very hands-on with every aspect of their projects, from choosing the staff to overseeing the creative direction. Harry, on the other hand, is said to be less involved and more laid back. The source told the Daily Mail that Harry is happy to take a back seat and let Meghan lead the way. The source said that Harry is not interested in fame or fortune, but rather in doing good work. The source added that Harry is very proud of Meghan and her achievements, and that he supports her 100%. Meghan Markle, the dominant force in their personal life. Not only does Meghan seem to have more control over their professional life, but also over their personal life. According to some observers, Meghan has changed Harry's personality, lifestyle, and values since they got married in 2018. For instance, Meghan has reportedly influenced Harry to adopt a more vegan diet, practice yoga and meditation, and speak out about his mental health struggles. She has also encouraged him to distance himself from some of his old friends who were deemed to be unsupportive or negative. Moreover, she has introduced him to some of her celebrity friends, such as Oprah Winfrey, George Clooney, and Serena Williams. Some have argued that these changes are positive and healthy for Harry, who has suffered from trauma and depression since losing his mother Princess Diana when he was 12 years old. However, others have suggested that these changes are signs of Meghan's dominance and manipulation of Harry's identity. The source told The Sun that Meghan has changed him beyond recognition and that he has become a shadow of his former self. The source said that Harry has lost his sparkle and his sense of humor, and that he has become more serious and less fun. The source added that Harry has alienated himself from his family and his country, and that he has given up everything for Meghan. The impact of Meghan Markle's control on Prince Harry. The question that remains is, how does Harry feel about Meghan's control over his life? Does he enjoy being a supportive husband who follows his wife's lead, or does he resent being a powerless puppet who does his wife's bidding? According to some sources, Harry is happy and content with his new life in California, where he can enjoy more privacy and freedom with his wife and son. A source told People that Harry is thriving and very happy in the US, and that he has no regrets about leaving the royal family. The source said that Harry feels more at home in America, and that he loves being a father to Archie. However, according to other sources, Harry is unhappy and lonely in California, where he feels isolated and lost without his family and friends. The source told the Daily Mail that Harry is homesick and heartbroken in the US, and that he misses his old life in the UK. The source said that Harry feels cut off from his family and that he regrets leaving the royal family. The source added that Harry is struggling to adjust to his new role as a celebrity and that he hates being a spare part to Meghan. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Harry may have some moments of happiness and satisfaction with his new life, but also some moments of sadness and regret for what he left behind. He may have some appreciation and admiration for his wife, but also some frustration and resentment for her influence. He may have some confidence and pride in his decisions, but also some doubt and guilt for their consequences. Ultimately, Harry is a complex and conflicted human being who is trying to balance his love for his wife with his loyalty to his family, his desire for independence with his need for belonging, and his aspiration for change with his respect for tradition. He is not a powerless victim of Meghan's control, but neither is he a powerful agent of his own destiny. He is somewhere in between, trying to find his way in a world that expects him to be either one or the other.